Conversational, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, one from N track.
Oh!
I'm sorry. Bro,
You cannot say this stuff.
I'm sorry.
You are now listening to Akhs Talk.
Talking about Netflix, bruv. I was in prayer room the other day. Man's about to pray Dhuhr, yeah. Man's about to do the takbir and that. Man starts saying some 21st century Fox. Dun, 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 dun. Man, guys watching Netflix in the prayer room, fam.
That doesn't sound like Netflix.
Oh,
Oh, is that the intro?
Yeah.
Intro music. Oh.
you know
That sounded like some CNN news, man.
maybe, you know, but fam, there's Netflix and the films in the prayer room.
Oh, it's not impermissible, is it?
Yeah, but who does that? But fair enough, I don't know that he wasn't in the cinema and that, but you know.
Bro, that's as bad as when everyone was addicted to Flappy Bird and were just playing in the prayer room.
That's true still.
Crazy, man. There's a lot worse happens in prayer rooms.
Definitely.
Speaking of prayer rooms, we're going to be talking about uni today.
Uni.
A funny one, isn't it?
I don't think it's just about uni. I mean, because right now, at the point of recording this podcast, everyone is midway through or like almost finishing their uni exam stress. Second year, first year, third year.
Yeah.
Our sort of people third year, like this the final big thing, dissertation, all that madness, I don't even know.
Mm.
And it's like, we're of the same age as those people, but we ain't feeling that stress.
Two different worlds.
Completely. Man's there drinking tea and like making brownies and stuff.
Yeah, man. It's two different worlds. I guess that sort of ties in with what we want to talk about. How it is for us, because neither of us went uni. We're in two different places ourselves.
Even then, yeah.
It's crazy, isn't it? You didn't even finish college, so I'm going to start there.
Right, okay. Shoot it.
No, sorry. When I say you didn't finish college, you chose not to complete your
Man's like, I couldn't make it or something like that.
Nah, God. Alright, so why did you not finish college? Why did you decide to duck
Cool
halfway?
now. So, I think first year, I was DOSing anyway. Like, the only subject I was focusing was English because I loved it. Every other lesson was the DOS lesson. And at that point, I already had a foresight that, man needs to make some peas at some point. So I started applying for jobs, almost got a job at Asda, made it through to second stage of interview. Wasteman didn't take me. But, and then I thought, apprenticeship stuff is like, it's a motive as well, they pay you. So I thought, let me bang that as well. Because I thought, I had a foresight. I thought, if I'm into English isn't going to bring me money or salary until a very later stage. And my life priorities isn't going that way to look that far.
Yeah.
So I thought from early, to be honest, and I thought, you know what, that's not for me. Going uni, and this is another thought I have as well, but I thought to myself, going uni, there's no point going uni for English or history, because you're just going to be studying for the rest of your life. So I thought, no, on it, it's not me. And then obviously you had the whole, the immature debate about uni being okay and stuff like that, but putting that to the side, I just thought, you know what, I can live without it.
So you just thought you didn't see yourself just going to uni, simple as that?
Yeah. No, I could probably see myself going uni and studying hard for English.
It just wasn't what you really wanted to do.
Yeah.
Bro, you didn't even want to do GCSEs. I still remember you putting your head down in science all the time.
Yeah, my thing started from like beginning of year 11. Not going lessons and stuff like that.
Interesting.
What about you though? You finished college?
I finished college because, college is college, isn't it? Like, you go with the norm, right?
Alright.
That's why I was a bit taken back by you not even completing college, because the fact that you started and you left after your first year. But for me, it was more why I didn't go uni was initially because of the whole university loan sort of thing.
Okay, so that debate. Okay.
That was my initial thing. But also then when I thought about it more, I was like, this stuff, right? I've been learning all this stuff for myself for years. Because obviously if I had gone uni, it would have been computer science or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been learning this stuff for years, or the basics of it. So what need is there to actually go uni to continue just learning that? And then also when I looked at like apprenticeships and just everything else that was there was so much more out there, practical experience that you can get.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my biggest thing for.
But you didn't even go full back into the apprenticeship side of things either. You took like a whole year off, like doing your own thing.
That whole year, yeah. But that's the thing, even in that whole year, it was more trying to get into like a good apprenticeship.
Okay.
One that would actually helped me. I think that's what that was. But I wish I had used that wiser when that year, because even the whole apprenticeship thing, some elements of it are good and the others are just crap. And I guess that does depend on apprenticeships as well. But yeah, that was the whole reason I didn't go to uni. I don't know. I guess that's the whole whether you should go to uni or not is dependent upon sort of what you're studying.
I think personally, I still think this today. Yeah, it's like there's no point in going uni unless you're doing the mad thing subjects. All right, you could probably gun me for this. Yeah, Ben can gun me for this. But literally, if you're not doing like maths, physics, chemistry, biology, those sort of things, yeah, the science. They're called the science, isn't it? Maths itself is called the science. If you're not doing them things, there's no really point in you going uni, G. It's like business studies, allow it, G. Accounting, allow it, G. English and history, if you want to study for the rest of your life, then yeah, go for it. But become a PE teacher, maybe with sports science. I don't know. IT, there's no point. It's like, bruv, know what that degree's gonna do for you. Like,
yeah, that's another thing. It's not just about following the system, like, because obviously we're taught go school, go college, go uni, and then your life starts. I think in college it was sort of like, do you just want to keep on following that system? Because everyone's talking about it, everyone does it. Why does it work for some? Why does it not?
And everyone talks about it every year they complete uni, but it doesn't actually drum into the minds of the people who are still entering it.
Yeah, but do you feel like you've missed out on uni?
That's a bit mad tough. That's a mad question.
No, but that's the. We both worked in a uni. That was our first jobs.
Yeah, you
uni, which is crazy. But
you took a year to do it.
Yeah, that's. I find that so funny as well at the same time.
Yeah, because literally, like,
you don't get that uni life that comes with.
As soon as I finished first year college, I basically got to uni before everyone else, a whole year in advance, but working in a uni.
Yeah.
But no, that didn't change things. That didn't replace the uni feeling, because even uni you're full of free time, and a 9 to 5 isn't free time. It's still to a certain degree, but
for some,
it's not the same life, G. So no, I missed out. I've never had it to know what I missed. I've heard about it.
Well, what is it that you've heard about it?
Aside from the madness, is like the good company, the banter, the free time. I don't know. But like one thing, like my sister here, because obviously I didn't just get into a job. I was studying as well at the same time whilst working, so I wasn't just sitting on my ass. My sister said to me not long ago, she was like, "You would have never survived in uni." That was deep, bruv.
Study-wise, or
she said you would never survive in uni, yeah. And then at that point, it was related to my organisation and my studying, because mine dropped a bit still. And that was just deep. Like I sat for a second, and I thought, yo, would I actually have survived?
How you survive in work then? If your organisation's mad.
No, because that's the benefit I want to talk about going uni now. It shapes you as a person. If you're on things, if you're on job, it shapes you, bruv. Like, if you look at the people who are actually flying, doing really well in uni, their determination, their discipline, it's amazing. They can robotically make themselves into a certain way of life, and they can get things done. They can achieve their goals, stuff like that. Deadlines, schedule.
Yeah, no, I hear that.
They do so much for themselves, and I don't have that. And I think I genuinely think if I actually flipping forget it, if I kept on job from year 10 and year 11, did bang college and uni, I'd be so much more skilled and talented just as a person. Forget the content knowledge, just being able to manage myself as a person.
The way you go about sort of thing, isn't it?
Yeah, the way you handle yourself.
No, I can see it from that. So, but that I would think depend on you as an individual, because stuff like organisation and time management, that sort of stuff, you can learn it if you want to learn it. Uni sort of forces it on you. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
You're beat into shape. Otherwise, you're 27k in debt and with nothing, right? So obviously you're forced to do that. But us, right? We can learn. Well, I had to, because one thing my manager was sort of picky with me was that I wasn't organised, which is a load of bullcrap. But Obviously can't tell him that. But yeah, there's something you can learn. Like, since leaving work, I've actually learned how to be more organised and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, but like you say, it depends on the person, innit? Because
it does depend on the person.
If you look at me, it's like from flipping year 11, I was always the sort of person, without trying to brag, I never had to worry about how I was doing.
Yeah.
To a certain extent, I didn't have to worry. And even then, whilst not focusing, I still did alhamdulillah decent.
Yeah.
And then so I, to be honest, I actually had that mentality for a while, thinking, I don't have to worry about it. And I read an article about this as well, but just the other day, some guy in America, it's like, you're capable of doing so many things, you just don't do it. You apply your ability when you want to. You apply your skills when you want to.
Yeah.
And I think I was in that phase for so long, I stopped applying my ability and capability, and then I just dropped off my game. And then I realised in college I wasn't doing well. Whereas if I went to uni, I'd have to literally, like I said, get beat into shape. Because then I know, if I don't flipping 9k a year, rude boy, I'm not pissing about, fam. Like, man's getting that 9k worth, you get me?
But then again, yeah, a lot of people are still in that same sort of boat. They're still paid 27k, but they're still not there.
No, but fam, deep in 9k, bro. Certain man, they've not even seen or touched 9k in their life since then. Certain man have, or certain man haven't. At that stage, I wouldn't have. I'm thinking, rude boy, if that's 9k coming out of me, I am getting 9k back. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, the money will push me. Thinking like, yo, I gotta make. Obviously, you don't know how I would end up if I was actually there, but it's like, you gotta have that perspective of it. Whereas a lot of man, they just get sunk into the uni life. People, friends, they only do as well as their friends do, sort of thing. They don't want to stay behind or go too forward. But just my sister saying that anyway, that just made me think about life, bro. Like, it made me think now, like, fam, I was thinking, like, bro, do I start uni in September? Like, what's going on, G? Like, what's happening? But yeah, no, it's mad.
No, but if you can obviously acknowledge that maybe you wouldn't have survived if you'd gone, do something in it to help yourself now, I suppose.
No, because obviously I'm still studying and that now, studying.
Yeah.
And I don't know anymore. It's like, I think, like, obviously, how the people are going through exam stress now.
Yeah.
I've had a bit of exam stress for the past flipping year and a half. Late nights and all that. Man's been on that thing, innit? But it's like, I've just not been able to keep it going. Like, right now, fam, I shouldn't be doing this podcast here. I should be revising and setting myself another exam, you get me? But I'm not. And I think...
Priorities, isn't it?
Yeah, I just don't have a priority anymore. I just don't know what I'm doing. Right, it sounds a bit deep, but then, like, that's the, like, people just go with the flow, yeah. But, like, our friends and our people we know of, they're in the last stage now. And some of them don't know what's going to happen after, some of them do know. And it's like, I don't know how you man do it. Like, how are you man actually in third year uni? Like, not shooting anyone, it's like, I really want to know, like, how can you be, like, so calm? The bare people are so calm. I've seen online, the man are calm.
Yeah. No,
like, this is a life-changing moment for you, bro.
I think for people who are graduating this year, or once they finish uni, that's when life kicks in.
Bro, it's serious.
Our life, yes, it may not have kicked in. It will kick in the same way. Our life kicked in when we sort of decided not to carry on with education.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And we've got that, 2-3 years ahead, I guess. It's crazy because life changes so much once you're out there.
That's when you say ahead, yeah. Do you actually think we've become ahead of the game?
I wouldn't say.
Are we any better than uni students?
No, I wouldn't say that. But in terms of working and then sort of how life does change once you start working. Like,
yeah.
You're socializing, your family. That's also it. I think that's when you realize, like, maybe I haven't got as much time as I. Because uni, like I said, you have free time all this time. Yeah. Once you're working, that's it. You're working. You're getting up like 7 o'clock in the morning. You're going to work at 8, getting at 9, leaving at 5, coming home at 6. By the time you wind down at 7, you got no time. And that's when everything changes, man. And that's why I say yes. We're ahead in the sense that we've already experienced it. And for myself, because I've experienced it, I'm trying to get out of that already. Whereas some people are going to go into it now. They're going to be in that position for 5, 6, 7 years. Then they're going to be like, oh, I want to get out of it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I heard that.
That's honestly one of the biggest advantages for me, not having gone uni, has actually given me.
I see that. Because what you're saying, because I entered the full-time job straight after college, and in a sense, I'm ahead of the game in terms of I've experienced the 9 to 5 life 3 years ahead of everyone else has, because some of them are going to start that now.
Yeah.
And I can sort of weigh up my options now, say whether it's for me or not. Disclaimer, I still don't know if it's for me, but I'm still going to be in it. I don't know. But it's like, I've sort of got ahead of the game to realise what I want to do myself. Whereas these men are 20, 21, 22 going on after 21. They might spend 2 years in office life or something like that, or some 9 to 5 somewhere. End up 25 and only deciding what they want to do then.
Even though you're still young, like it's
still young, yeah.
Still very young, you know, make whatever change you've got to make. But yeah, I think that's just one of the things that we've had an advantage, a head start on, I guess. But I think that is something for people who it depends on what you study. I think because for us, because we felt like uni isn't going to be that much of an advantage to us. Other people are probably in the same boat.
That's right, I still don't know though. I still don't know. Like,
not everyone. Like,
I think it's just happened by the destiny of me at the moment. Whereas I still think, given the way I was studying and my ability in English.
Are you saying you somewhat regret not going to uni?
That's no. I don't regret not going to uni as an entity in itself. I regret my not furthering my studies in English, English language, because I was doing really well. I still enjoyed the idea of it, and I feel like I would have excelled so much in that field.
Yeah.
But I want to say I limited myself. Life has just deterred me from it. Qadar of Allah, I don't know what to call it. But you know what I'm saying?
I hear that.
But the way you say ahead of the game, I still feel like I feel like not going uni, I'm behind of the game as well.
What makes you feel like that?
Because I'm not as intellectually capable as others.
Yeah, but do you need that sometimes? Because...
What?
Boy, I worked with people who weren't intellectually capable. And I still do, and... You do need to be intellectually capable to, get ahead.
That's what I'm saying.
Do you need to be?
I feel like generally as a person you should. It's a good thing to have, no?
I wouldn't say, well, for me personally anyways, I don't think uni would be the way to keep up to date sort of thing, or to keep ahead.
No, because it's like just the critical, critical thinking and like being snappy and intelligent with your thoughts and being able to articulate yourself in a way.
That stuff will come from experience, and you've got that.
No, I don't feel like I have. It's like
maybe you're just being very humble.
No.
Maybe just you're not confident.
No, I'm not just talking about in English speech and stuff like that. Just the way, the mechanisms of your mind, bruv.
Yeah,
to figure things.
That's all from. It's not from theory based. That's all from practical.
Yeah, I'm saying that, and uni is that practical life. I think.
If you're in the workplace and you're doing real stuff, that's more practical experience than sitting there.
It's very narrow in that sense, as in it's tied down to a specific.
But then again, in the real world, when you start working, because of how businesses are, how big businesses are, they have to specialize in so much, and then that's the whole point of like having roles and stuff, and they do so little in a role. So I think that's probably why. Like, I don't know what you do, but for example, a graphic designer, maybe not a graphic designer, probably a bad example, but remember when I used to work at a uni, I used to say these guys create more jobs for themselves by being so inefficient, like all this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
The reason I think is because the jobs are so specific on what you can do, that's why you don't get to sort of experience everything. For example, me being a freelancer, it works in my favour because now I can do this.
Yeah.
Whereas working at university, it was just one way, and then obviously you don't get all that experience, and that's why everyone else can initially start off ahead of you, I reckon. I don't know if that makes sense.
Kinda.
I don't know, just roles are so specific, you can't do anything
beyond your role, yeah.
Exactly. There's someone else to do that.
So it sort of nurtures you in a certain way already.
Yeah. And if you're happy with it, then, by all means. We're not here to tell anyone to not go uni. This is just our experience.
That's more time. I think more of the listeners here, they're already in uni. They're already in that life.
But if there is anyone who hasn't gone uni, or what you're going to do after uni, I don't know.
Because I know one brother, he didn't go uni. He was just banging normal part-time jobs here and there, full-time jobs here and there. And then Tutu's now, he's 20 something now, 23 say, and he decided, you know what, I'm going uni G. And like, fam, you could flip the script for yourself at some point, innit? So it's like uni is something, it's a goal for people, innit?
Yeah.
I
hear that. But there are a lot more opportunities out there that are probably even equivalent in terms of how much you can learn and stuff out there, and cheaper.
How do you mean?
Okay, maybe I'm talking about the IT field more specifically.
Yeah, because
related to IT. I mean, if anyone's in that whole IT industry, right, or in programming, tech, anything, I always say don't go uni. There's so much more out there in terms of what you can learn and real world stuff that if you were to leave uni if you were to do this and complete these courses and stuff, you are going to get hired by, you know, the top dons, like Google, Uber, all this sort of stuff. They're looking for something completely different, stuff that you can't even learn in uni. At unis.
Okay, mad.
It's crazy, I know, but that's the thing with, because of how everything is, the whole system, right? You know, college, university, you're not open up to these wider opportunities. It's just one way, one track.
Now, I think if I was in uni, like general example, students doing flipping chemistry or biology or whatever, you know, general subjects like them, they're basically school subjects that you take to uni.
Yeah.
Them sort of subjects. And if I deep like first year now, man's not getting that 1 or whatever 2-1, whatever man's getting 2-2 or I don't know what you call it, fam. Man's lost, innit? But if I wasn't doing good, I'd drop out straight. I ain't got no guilt. I'd drop out because, like I said, fam, if you're not gonna do well in that, your future ahead is just gonna look a bit peak. Unless you're like thinking, oh, I'm just doing my uni thing to get a degree in any subjects so I can do PGC course to become a teacher, then, you know, more power you, like, go for that, innit? But I don't know, it's just the element of planning is just so critical when you're in uni, bruv. And I think there's so many men out there who just don't have that. Obviously, there might be so many men who do.
Planning, not even just uni, man. Even from college onwards, right? You're growing up now. You gotta start thinking, because those years fly.
It does, but
and then obviously
you need to live life a little though, bro.
Yeah, no one say don't live life, right? But something today that I heard, which really made me think for like a good 10 minutes, was something that Gary Vee said. Right? He goes, because one thing he always says is that he spent his whole entire 20s not caring about what other people think of him.
Okay.
So he didn't do what everyone else was doing in their 20s.
Yeah.
And he goes, and obviously now he's multi-millionaire, several businesses, whatever. He goes, that it's because of that period, that crucial period when everyone else was being influenced by everyone else, that I didn't care what anyone thinks of me. And he goes, if only you guys knew that at the age of 30 and 40, you still feel like a 20-year-old. You guys would hustle your life away for those 10 years for the rewards at 30.
Fam, that's how I was gonna imagine, though.
And like I said, it made me think for a good few minutes, right?
My family are about 30. They feel about 20 still. That's kind of true, you know.
It's kind of like, remember what I said to you once, like how we're only 19 or whatever, but I want to be, you know, at a certain stage of my life. By the time I'm 24, I'm giving myself until 24 to be.
Yeah.
Remember when I said that? I was thinking, raw, why so soon? Like, there's no reason. Like, obviously, like, you know, we don't know how long we're gonna live, but why so soon? Why not 28 or 30? I'm still gonna feel young if I'm in shape and stuff.
Man, I'm in shape.
It's crazy, man. It's just something to think about, isn't it?
I don't know. See, all of this is
that was just the point on the whole live life sort of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. But if you want to live life when you're 18, 20, then, you know, more power to you. It's not for everyone.
But that's it's all very forward thinking, all of that, man. And not everyone's in that zone.
I know, but that's one thing I advocate, just forward thinking.
But if you look at me, fam, forward thinking is long, bruv. Man wants to live in the moment.
No, but you did forward think.
Yeah, certainly extent, but now I'm not forward thinking. Now I'm not as forward thinking as I was.
Yeah, now you're just I think you are as far as you saw yourself when you were forward thinking. So you wanted.
That's my forward thinking stopped.
Yeah, exactly. So now, unless you forward think more,
Yeah.
You know.
But look, I
Like I
think
said, I've been trying to pick at your brains. I told you about the whole investing thing. That's a bit more forward thinking, isn't it?
investing is scary, bro. If you're out there and you're gonna do investments, fam, think twice, innit? That's Naz's advice.
If there are legit, opportunities out there, then
Cause I don't know, like,
anyway, that's another topic in itself.
No, what I'm saying is like for bare man out there, I'm not saying this includes me or not, but it's like they don't really care. It's like no, because this is a serious thing. It's like uni, or even if they're not at uni, they're working. It doesn't really matter as long as they're kept busy. They're getting something's keeping them at the house, something's keeping them busy, active, money, something like that.
Yeah.
Like developing in some sort of way. And for example, relating it back to Dean, but the Dean's still on point, then they don't really care what they're doing. If they go in uni and they've got free periods where they can go give data on the street or go to a couple of talks and do part-time courses somewhere else here, fam, they'll do whatever. They'll work in Sainsbury's, they'll go uni, they'll do anything. And I actually tweeted this the other day still, but I'm not going to quote it word for word. But one thing that sprung to my mind is like, when someone doesn't have enough confidence in their Dean to excel in the avenues of dunya, that's a scary thing. I don't know if you caught that.
Say that again?
If someone doesn't have enough confidence in their Deen to excel in the avenues of dunya, it's a scary thing.
Okay.
So, an example of that is like, you've got an opportunity to be forward think and to throw yourself either into another world or zone of work or of studying, but you feel like if you're going to do that, you're going to have to compromise your Deen a bit. Or you don't think your Dean's at a level where you can balance both, or you're in a certain place in your Deen and you're just not ready for that. Then are you hindering yourself, or what are you doing? Like, do you think, forget it, I'm not gonna excel, I need to focus on myself and my Deen and my fixing myself up? Or do you think, you know what, bun that, man's gonna jump out there, man's gonna ride the wave and hope for the best? What do you do?
Just find that balance, isn't it?
Oh, balance again.
It is about finding the balance, because I've seen both ends of the spectrum where people are really good, like really practicing, and then those who felt like my Dean's gonna sort of hold me back a bit, sort of thing, or it's making things a bit difficult, and then the other end. It is about finding that balance where you can balance your Deen and then also be in the real world, sort of thing.
I don't know, man. Because another thing I tweeted as well.
Obviously, it's easy to say, but it's all down to the individual, isn't it?
Like this up was one brother I know from Sainsbury's. He was just talking about Ramadan. He was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to work during Ramadan and stuff like that. But he was like, you know what, bruv, work is worship anyway, innit? So I'm nice.
See, exactly. It depends how you look at stuff as well.
So this is a perspective you have in it of everything. But the pros of not going uni here is that the pros of not going uni is like, say you are 17 or 18, whatever. If you have that foresight, similar to the similar sort of foresight I had, but even better than I had, and like thinking about the stuff that you're talking about, what's out there now, you can do some madnesses without uni, bro. Like, the man out there who I've like, fam, like I said, the lady at our place, 25 and like 40 something K. She's like one of the top earners in her team. She's earning more than like a manager or somewhere else. And fam, like 40k at 25 here, most man come out of uni, and if you're not high flyer in uni, you're most likely going to think, you know what, let me avoid that 21k threshold, let me go get a job in that flippy weight rolls or Sainsbury's here in Asda, so I can not have to pay my uni debt back. It's like, you limit yourself in that as well, fam, 21k.
Yeah.
Like we said in one of our episodes, it's piss. You can't really survive.
Not with all the responsibilities that come as soon as you're
unless you're still living at home with mum and dad.
Yeah, but even then, the responsibilities do kick in, man. Well, it depends, again, the individual. Some people don't have to contribute, others do.
That mum and dad thing, yeah.
But no, things do change. I don't know how, I'm trying to think like how exactly things change, but things do change.
For majority of people who are still living with their parents, mother only or father only, whatever it may be, or siblings, whatever, even them, it's like, if your family circumstances don't push you, yeah, or because some people have it harder than others, some people have it easier than others, no doubt. And if you're not pushed by that either, then you could just be like swaying through the waves like with nothing.
I guess Literally, as soon as you have no more uni, you wake up the next day. That responsibility is on you now to do something. And
Yeah, but
that's the biggest change that's gonna happen, right? And that is a big change.
Especially
from going from having something to nothing, right?
Especially if you're a mediocre sort of person.
Yeah.
I'm not without trying to gun on you. If you're like a mediocre person who's done okay, haven't got the job you wanted, but now you've got to do something with yourself.
Yeah.
It's like, fam, you'll be waking up every day, just living every day, fam.
I'm sure, you know, us telling people this, I'm sure people have thought about it.
No, but fam, it's like, you'd
I'm
be surprised though, wouldn't it?
Bro, if nobody is thinking about this stuff, then...
No, I'm not saying there's no one out there at all. We're like unique in this thought. There are people thinking way ahead of this.
Yeah.
And they're amazing people. Much out to them, but there's still a chunk of man who are not.
Yeah.
And I think it's just mad that you can be like that.
It's scary, man.
Yeah, man. Because obviously I'm not in uni, I'm not having this exam stress. I swear I'm feeling it for you, for the people out there who are in it. Because I think me getting into a job, I didn't have to feel as life-threatened or scared about my options, stuff like that. I was just going with the flow and alhamdulillah worked out. Whereas when you go in uni, you've put yourself in that situation, G. It's like, you put yourself there, you got to do something with that.
Any parting advice?
Well, I think it's like, aside from the whole content of uni and like where it takes you in career and stuff like that, yeah, say you are now at your third year or whatever, you're finishing uni, I think because a lot of people had used their free periods and stuff like that for beneficial things, and I think at this stage now you just have to be thankful for all the time you've had spare. And you know, going back to the whole 5 before 5 sort of thing, health and wealth and time and all of that stuff, yeah, it's like a lot of people have developed themselves as people in a good way, because some people might have taken first year too lightly. I thought, you know what, banter, mixed genders, whatever, craziness.
Yeah.
Second year they've fixed up. The third year they're like on.
Yeah.
They're feeling wicked. They've been with the right brothers, been with the right sisters, built amazing friendships, and you know they've actually put their foot in the door to something better in terms of as a person.
Yeah.
You just have to be grateful for all of that, and then you know the career and all that will come in it. That wealth comes. Well, wealth is all written for you, and because money is the biggest motive in it. Everyone wants the money.
Everyone wants the money, and when you're in debt, you need that money.
Yeah, no, even on the debt side of it, it's like, fam, like even if you do end up coasting for about 2 years, some people do it. I basically worked and coasted for 2 years already. The money will come, like one way or another. If you don't come this year, it will come 2 years later with the right amount.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not a worry, Shav. It's just about the gratitude for the fact that you've been blessed to have all these opportunities, bruv.
Yeah, man. I think, yeah, what you said, be grateful where you are, because in every situation, it could be 10 times worse. So even though we're saying think ahead, and so you don't fall into a dip after third year, still be grateful for where you are, because inshallah you all leave with good qualifications, and then that in itself is something that others won't have, and you still have, even if you're struggling with something, you still have it. Still better position than other people.
Yeah, because fam, there are like kids out there here who don't go uni for whatever reason, and their parents hate them, bruv. Their parents hate them just for the fact that they didn't go get a degree. Even my mum was, when I said I'm not going uni, bruv, she was like, I'm not happy with what you're doing, you're making a mistake. Bruv, like, I got it deep! Because all my family went uni, innit? And I'm the only one who did it. So it's like, yo. But no, it's like, as long as you have your right mindset,
Yeah, having that right mindset.
you'll be good, man, inshallah.
I think we're going to wrap it up here.
Yeah, man.
Naz has gone into some deep thought. He's just looking around. It's not deep what your sister said, man. Don't worry. you're just get a Trello board. Just keep your tasks on there, innit?
Yeah.
Organisation. Alright, cool. Follow up Naz on his Twitter. I don't know what it is.
At Naz Ahmed, Nazrmed.
And Sadiq at...
That Sadman _.
And hopefully he'll be back next week for the big episode.
Episode 10.
That's, what, 10 weeks?
10 weeks, bruv. 2 months and 2 weeks. I can do the maths. It's mad.
Like, share, subscribe. What else is there?
Follow us on Instagram. Akhs Talk.
And yeah, episode 10. Assalamu alaikum.
Thanks, salam.